Fortnite. We have all heard about it, we have all played it, and we all know how popular it is. But what if I told you that for some time now, Fortnite has been on a slow decline, and now it's becoming a mere shadow of what it once used to be. Hello everybody, my name is Glytch, and welcome to a brand new video. Join me today as I discuss what the problem with Fortnite is. Fortnite is not just a battle royale game most of us know, but it's way bigger than that. On July 25th, 2017, Fortnite Save the World was released. Its plot was pretty standard, and consisted of a storm suddenly appearing and wiping out 98% of the world's population. You're one of the remaining survivors, but monsters also appeared with the storm, so you, with other 4 players, are the living heroes to try to save other survivors and hold back the hordes of monsters. But there was something that set Fortnite apart from your standard zombie survival or co-op survival sandbox. It was its unique incorporation of mechanics. Fortnite had mixed up a third-person shooter with the ability to build in a way like no other game had before. PUBG had been released only 3 months prior. It sold 4 million copies on its first 2 months, and more importantly, everybody wanted to play in a battle royale. And Fortnite took notice. So on July 25th, Fortnite launched their very own free-to-play battle royale game. The game did okay in its first months, having a player base of over 1 million, only 1 month after its release. But it was on December when things started to catch up. Only 4 months after its original release, its player base was already 32 million, and it was becoming way more relevant than PUBG. As time went on, Fortnite growth didn't seem to slow down, and it was just a matter of time before everybody was talking about it. Fortnite overtook PUBG in popularity just by December, and it only kept growing, making PUBG seem smaller every single day. Some may say its success was due to the game being very addictive, but the fact was that we had never seen a game with these mechanics before. A completely destructible environment, a third-person shooter, building, and a battle royale, all in one. Until Season 6, there never seemed to be much of an issue between the player base and Fortnite, only when there was some weird physics for a game that was mostly aimed at a children audience. This all changed on December 10th, 2018. Only 4 days into Season 7, one of the most broken items to ever grace Fortnite was added. It was the Infinity Blade. Not only did it allow you to have 2 times as much health as a player with max shields and health, but also bonus movement multiplier, regeneration over time, and the ability to take out builds and people in a couple of swings. This thing was a beast. Only 2 days after its inclusion, the Winter Royale tournament took place. Players had been practicing and grinding since November for this $1 million tournament. But all those hours of practice were thrown to the trash with the Infinity Blade.
Some storm
No, he was eliminated by Nice. Nice is still going off with the Infinity Blade.
He is!
And now he's on dive. Yes, he only has to connect 1 time. Here it is.
That is
gosh. Misses the dive in.
Oh.
There it is, breaking walls now.
Oh boy. Oh boy. So weak and he's gonna get...
You cannot hide from this man right now. If you are battling someone, Nice is coming in to take you down.
As there were very little amount of counters to it, people were mad. Thankfully, it was voted only 4 days after its inclusion to the game. Now, this wasn't the only issue, there were also planes. And you'll simply have to take my word for it, they were very OP. Fortnite slowly started to add into the game items which sole purpose was to help the new player get wins. And how do you get a bad player to get wins against a good player? Give them OP items and hope for the best. But what Fortnite missed was noobs stood no chance, as better items in the game meant that better players would try to get their hands on them first in order to get an edge over the competition. And this leads me to the next point. Fortnite has been declining in popularity over the past few months, and not even the World Cup managed to save them from this decline. The truth is that they are not as big as they used to be back in Season 4 or 5. But Fortnite wasn't at an all-time low by Season 10. Yet they managed to get trending worldwide once again. In Season 10, Fortnite added the Brutes. These were a 2-player controlled robot which not only had a ridiculous amount of health, but it also had a mounted shotgun and missiles which could tear through anybody in a matter of seconds. Did I mention it had unlimited ammo? There was no counter to this. If you saw a brute, your best chance was to run away from them and hope for them not to see you. #VoteTheMech started trending on Twitter worldwide, and Fortnite did what any reasonable developer would do. Did they decrease their health? No. Did they make them consume your ammo? No. So what did they do? They simply added a laser pointer so you could tell when you were gonna get really by those missiles. Thank you, Epic! On October 13, 2019, Fortnite managed to reach their apex in popularity. After the so-called Black Hole event, players were left staring at a black screen. The game was completely unplayable for 2 days. And then we got Chapter 2. New map, new vehicles, and the loot pool was no longer oversaturated as in Season X. But it was still pretty stale in comparison to those in prior seasons. But that was not the only thing that felt slow. This season lasted 128 days, the longest season ever. It was almost 4 months. And to make it even worse, there were no map changes, neither content updates, and nor was there any plot progression besides loading screens. Yet, there was a major change during this season. During the season, the physics engine used by Fortnite was changed. It would now be the Unreal Chaos engine. This engine brought a lot of trouble, believe me. The servers were really laggy due to the engine. But there was something else that got the community talking again. Back in Season 8, skill-based matchmaking was added to the game. The finality of this was to make new players have an easier time to win against better players, and for better players to be challenged when it came down to a win. So, skill-based matchmaking had a mixed response from the community, but something was true. In Season 2, Chapter 2, matches became too sweaty. And I know a handful of people watching this video are gonna go in the comments and say, "Get good," or "You just suck," which are both true for me, but you don't have to take my word for it. Just look at this clip from Twitch streamer and YouTuber CypherPK.
The game is extremely sweaty and competitive, even in the non-competitive playlists. And then you have these tournaments. You have these tournaments that are like, you know, I'm glad they're doing these tournaments, or whatever. But like, you have these tournaments on very laggy servers. You've got a lot of just syncing issues and getting shot from behind builds and people running through your builds and turbo builds, and
people were tired of playing the World Cup in every single match, and many just wanted to be able to have fun, something that you won't usually have when you get killed over by sweats and over and over and over again. You get my point. And it's not over yet. One day, Fortnite finally removed skill-based matchmaking for squads. Finally, our prayers had been answered, or at least some of our prayers. But suddenly, we noticed something. These lobbies didn't feel okay. It was almost as if we were playing against AI, or bots. And a very little amount of this were actually real players.
So these are the matches that I've had today so far. 38 real players out of 100. 37 real players out of 100. 22 real players. 37. 19. And then the last game that we just had, 19 real players. It shows everybody that I killed and the person that killed me. That's a little too, I feel like that's a little too much AI. It's not even 50-50. It's 70 to 80% of the lobby is AI.
With few content updates, matches not feeling as they used to, and the loot pool feeling a little too stale, Fortnite's future is clearly uncertain. Is Fortnite dead? No, and it seems to be far from that point, as despite seeing a decrease in its searches, we have seen an increase in the player base. So who knows, with this quarantine going on, anything could happen, from Fortnite racing again to the point where it once used to be, or maybe to continue on a slow decline until its eventual demise. But who am I to say what the future of Fortnite is, anyway? If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like, subscribe for more uploads like this. Also, let me know down in the comments if you still play Fortnite, and what your thoughts are about the current state. That was all for today, but until next time, this was Glytch.